Today we're going to look at section 16.1, the future tense. We've already learned many ways of expressing the near future in Spanish. For example, the present indicative. Voy al cine mañana. I'm going to the movies tomorrow. Or ir a plus infinitive. Voy a ir al cine. I'm going to go to the movies. Or present subjunctive. Ojalá vaya al cine mañana. I hope I will go to the movies tomorrow. And today we're going to look at how to form and use the future tense. Iré al cine. I will go to the movies. In Spanish, the future is a simple tense that consists of one word, whereas in English it is made up of the auxiliary verb will or shall and the main verb. The future endings are the same for all regular and irregular verbs, which is probably the best part about the future tense. For regular verbs, you simply add the endings to the infinitive, and for irregular verbs, you simply add the endings to the irregular stem, which we'll look at in a moment. The endings are has, a, hemos, es, han. So as I said, they're the exact same for all verbs, ar, er, and ir. They're sort of a conglomeration of both of them, as we have up here and a all down here. For example, estudiaré, estudiarás, estudiará, ar verb, no? O aprenderé, aprenderás, aprenderá, ir verb. Yo recibiré, recibirás, recibirá. Do notice that all the future endings have a written accent mark except on the nosotros and vosotros forms, which is important for writing, but also important in the sense of pronunciation because it decides where the stress of your voice goes. They'll always go on the last syllable, given that they have a written accent mark. And on the nosotros, it will always go on the hemos, the because it ends in an S. This natural stress goes on the second to last syllable, and therefore doesn't carry a written accent. Por ejemplo, cuando recibirás el ascenso? When will you receive the promotion? O mañana aprenderemos más. Tomorrow we will learn more. I'm just going to look very quickly at the irregular verbs in the future. They're some of the most common verbs that tend to be irregular in all of the other tenses as well. We just take the stem and add the same future endings. For example, decir is dir and becomes diré. Hacer, har, it becomes haré. Poder, podr, it becomes podré. Poner is pondre and becomes pondré. Querer is quer, it becomes querré. Saber, saber, it becomes sabré. Salir, salt, becomes saldré. Tener, tendre, becomes tendré. Venir, vendre, becomes vendré. The future of I, or from the infinitive haber, in the future is habré, or digo habrá. There will be, ¿no? La próxima semana habrá 2 reuniones, o habrá muchos gerentes en la videoconferencia. Although the English word will can refer to future time, it also refers to someone's willingness to do something. For example, we say, will you call me, or will you please listen to us? But in this case, Spanish uses querer plus infinitive and not the future tense. For example, ¿Quieres llamarme, por favor? Will you please call me? Or ¿Quieren ustedes escucharnos, por favor? Will y'all listen to us? In Spanish, the future tense has an additional use, expressing conjecture or probability. So English sentences involving expressions such as I wonder, I bet, must be, may, might, and probably are often translated into Spanish using the future of probability. For example, ¿Dónde estarán mis llaves? I wonder where my keys are. Estarán en la cocina. They're probably in the kitchen. O ¿qué hora será? What time could it be? Or I wonder what time it is. Serán las 11 o las 12. It must be, or it's probably, could be 11 or 12. So note that although the future tense is used, these verbs express conjecture about present conditions, events, or actions. The future may also be used in the main clause of sentences in which the present subjunctive follows the conjunction of time, such as cuando, después de o después de que, en cuanto, hasta que, o tan pronto como. Por ejemplo, cuando llegues a la oficina, hablaremos. Whenever, essentially, whenever you arrive, whenever you may arrive in the subjunctive to the office, we will talk. O saldremos tan pronto como termine su trabajo. We will leave as soon as you finish your work. These words are thrown into the subjunctive because it's really unsure as to when this person will be finishing the work or when this person will be arriving to the office. And as I said, it can be used the future tense can be used in the main clause of these sentences to express something that will happen after this thing happens that we're unsure of when it will happen.